Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon from rainy Singapore today to those of you who are joining from Asia, and a good evening to those of you who are joining from Australia, and a very good morning to you if you are joining from Europe. Today, we are excited to begin the cross-faculty ASEFClassNet17 cross-faculty dialogue phase individual presentation round 2. And today we will have a bit of a short session. 3 of our colleagues unfortunately had to, they will have to reschedule their sessions due to unforeseen circumstances. So we have 2 fantastic colleagues from Cambodia who will be presenting today, and we have some updates for you as well for the upcoming sessions. So let me begin with the session format for today. So today, as I just mentioned, we will have only 2 presentations. So the presentation time will be actually much shorter, and then we'll have a question and answer session, and then of course some information on the upcoming session. So first of all, for upcoming sessions, so the next week we will have session 3, individual presentation round 3, and for that we have speakers from both Asia and Europe. From Asia we have Dr. Guang Chen from China. He's currently based in Beijing Normal University, and he's an associate professor at the Faculty of Education. And then we also have colleagues from Vietnam, Dr. Dong Huang Le and Dr. Khan Mai Huang from the same institution, University of Social Science and Humanities in Vietnam, based at National University in Ho Chi Minh City. Dr. Dong Hua Lee is the vice president, and Dr. Khan Mal Huang is the senior lecturer in their institution. And from Europe, we have 3 colleagues from Hungary who are based at University of Sopron Benedek, Allied Faculty of Pedagogy. Colleagues from Hungary are Dr. Rekha Kisne Zamboki, Dr. Ariana Ilona, and Dr. Laura Sinoros Zabo. And then for the next session, individual presentations, we have on Friday, 28th of June, we have again colleagues from Asia and also colleagues from Europe as well. From Asia, we have from Myanmar, Philippines, and Singapore. From Myanmar, we have Miss Sumiat Ai and Dr. Sumon Ang. They are lecturer at Yangon University's Faculty of Education, Yangon University of Education. And from Philippines, we have Dr. Noli Mino de Ramos, an associate professor at the Philippine Normal University, South Luzon campus. And then we also have from Singapore, Dr. Dai Hui Tan, and he's currently based at an institution that trains teachers called the Academy of Singapore Teachers. That's a Ministry of Education associated institution. And then from Malta, from Europe, we have colleagues from Malta, Dr. Michelle Atartona, currently a senior lecturer at the Faculty of Education in the University of Malta. And then for round 5, we have mostly colleagues from National Institute of Education Singapore, Dr. Yang Tek Kenneth, Dr. Jun Song Huang, Professor Sang Chi Tan, Dr. Lung Siang Ong, Dr. Ibrahim H. Yeter. All of them are working in the capacity of senior researcher, research scientist, or assistant professor. And then from Europe, we have our colleague, Mrs. Theodora Kakori from Cyprus Pedagogical Institute, where she works as a digital education teacher trainer. And then the last round is the individual presentation round 6. And for this, we have our colleagues from Asia, from Australia and Korea. From Australia, we have Dr. Selina MJ Nemorin, currently a lecturer at Monash University. And from Asia, we also have from Korea, Dr. Hugh Sun An, currently a supervisor at Wonju Office of Education. And then we will close the session and also the dialogues on cross-faculty with our colleagues from the United Kingdom. And for that, we have Dr. Lavinia Hisu, senior lecturer at the University of Glasgow, Dr. Elizabeth Lucy Nelson, also lecturer in the University of Glasgow, and Dr. Gabriela Rodoligo, also senior lecturer in University of Glasgow, and then finally Mr. Donesh Dastin Hosseini, currently an associate tutor as well as a doctoral student in education from the University of Glasgow, and also he's based in University of Strathclyde. So now that we have shared all the presentation schedules and the speakers as well, we would just like to highlight that the sessions are fixed and all the sessions have been scheduled and the timeline is very tight. And some of you have reached out to us to reschedule, and we have already, based on your input, rescheduled it. So at this stage, it's a bit challenging, both for us and for you as well, to reschedule since, you have already indicated your availability, and based on that, we have rescheduled. So we highly encourage you, and we also hope that you can maintain the schedule and then present your dialogues on the day that the slot that you have been allocated for your presentation. Maybe I pause here for a quick question and answer session in case you have any feedback on the session schedules, so that we can address if any rescheduling is needed or anything at all. We have so far, I think, quite a number of colleagues here. So maybe I stop sharing my screen for a while so that we can see everybody. Any questions on the schedule? Are you aware, those of you who are here, we hope that you are aware of your schedule. Okay, no questions, but please feel free to reach out to us. Reach out to us through email, and also we have the learning platform. So if you have any questions regarding any of the presentations or materials on e-learning platform, we'll be very happy to promptly respond to your questions and queries. So let me now share my screen again. So after the individual presentations, we will directly jump into the cross-faculty pitching and project partnering session on 19th of July, and that will be the last session of the cross-faculty dialogue phase. During this session, we will invite, so currently we are preparing a template for the project proposal, depending on the 4 categories that we have shared with you. And we will, by the end of June, we will share the template with you so that you can already think about your project if you are currently planning to propose a project. And then for this session, we will invite the selected selected projects to present. And then also we will, during the same session, do the partnering. So in participants who are not proposing a project, but they want to take part in proposed projects. So that's it on the upcoming sessions for the cross-faculty dialogue phase. And just one more thing. To make our sessions more interactive, and also to create better peer-to-peer learning and engagement, we highly request you to sign up to be the responders for different presentations. The key thing to remember for this is that if you are presenting, for example, today, you please don't sign up don't sign up to be a responder for today. So avoid the day that you are presenting, and you can be a responder for other days. So let me quickly share this link on the chat box so that you can already signed up to be a responder. Oh, okay. My colleague already shared the link. Thank you so much, Angie. So maybe we give you some time to fill it out. The link is live and it's available. So even if you are not sure today, you can also do it later. But yeah, better to do the sign up is possible so that we also from our side, we know who is the responder for which presenter, and then we can take note on that as well. So maybe 2 minutes so that you can at least have a look at the sign-up sheet. And if you have any questions, if anything is unclear regarding this, please let us know, then we will clarify. Colleagues who are here, can I quickly check? Are you already on the Google sign-up sheet, or are you facing any challenges to open the form? Oh, okay. Thank you, Serene, for responding. Is it okay for you to type your name, or I hope that it allows you to edit, because we made it possible for everyone to edit and put their input. But if not, if any of you are facing challenges, please let us know. Okay, so hopefully everyone is doing well on the sign-up sheet and excited about being the responder. Now, let's invite our presenters, but before we do that, just a quick clarification. Depending on the presentation from the last session, we reflected on the responses, and then we decided to keep the second question mainly and broadly focusing on AI, different aspects of AI instead of AI literacy, so that we have a lot more diverse perspectives shared in terms of AI and teacher education. So the questions again, the first one is, how does your institution approach learning about AI and learning with AI? And the second one would be on what specific aspects of AI do you consider most crucial to address in teacher education at this moment? So let's invite our speakers for today, Mr. Mardi Bunli and Miss Sinot Yoon. They are from the same institution, National Institute of Education in Cambodia, and they are currently based there as education officer. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that, Mardi, you can share your screen. And then the floor is yours. Okay, perfect. I see your screen already.
Thank you, Shoti, for your opening remark and information on the schedule. And hello, everyone. Hello from Cambodia. So, to make it.
Yeah, Marty, would you like to put this on the presentation?
So, yeah,
Okay,
can you see my screen, full screen?
Yes, yes, perfect.
Is it clear? And my sound, is it okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so before I start the presentation, I would like to say if you have the problem hearing my voice, you can stop me anytime, because sometimes I have the language barrier because I'm not an English speaker and I haven't practiced a lot speaking in daily life. So sometimes if you don't understand, just stop me when I speak. Okay. So today, I'm very glad that I have chance to share with you my observation, my views and ideas with all of you, doctor, professor. But for me, I'm not teaching. I just officer. So I'm sorry. I just share my view and my observation, not my experience. So my name is Madi. I work at education department, and my colleague, Miss Sinojun, she's from academic office, and we both will present on learning about AI and learning with AI in the context of our institute. And let's go to the next slide and dive into the content. So today I have three three main points to share with you. First, we will talk about the background of NIE. Second, we will talk about the structure and the type of training program that we provide. And finally, we will answer the two questions from the ASEFClass project. And saying for the extend time, so I can promote a little bit my my country and my institute. So can you see? Okay, the map here. So before I tell you where my institute is, I would like to share with you where my country is. So my country is in Southeast Asia. It is located between Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. So a few of you may know Cambodia for Angkor Wat Temple and also for the smile of people. Yeah, the smile on the people face. So in Cambodia, the capital city of Cambodia is right there. It's called Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh. So in Phnom Penh, we have a building which is very important to our country. It is called Monument Independence, which represent peace that we got from France colonization in 1953. If you can find this building, you will be able to find our institute. So NAE is right there, the yellow building right there. So this is the master plan that we can see from the above. So we have a lot of zone here, and inside NAE we have institute, we have high school, and we have primary school. I don't know if in your country it had the same system like Cambodia or not, but in Cambodia we have institute, we have high school and primary school. So this is my workplace, and this one is the building of my colleague of Sino Jun. She worked there, so we work next to each other. So what is NIE exactly? So NIE stands for National Institute of Education. So don't be confused. In Singapore, they also have NIE Singapore, and in Cambodia we have NIE Cambodia. So in NIE Cambodia is created in 1941. At the time, we call it School of Pedagogy. So by the name of School of Pedagogy, you will understand straight away what the main vision of the school. So the School of Pedagogy, it's the school that teach methodology and training teachers. And after 1941, after the name of School of Pedagogy, um, they changed name 6 times. My school changed name 6 times. Up until 11 March 2004, it became National Institute of Education. So I don't know if they continue to change the name or not, but for right now, my institute is called NIE, National Institute of Education, Cambodia. It is the government institution which is under direct supervision of Ministry of the Education, Youth and Sports. So uh, we are an important institute which form a future teacher that will teach at the public high school. So if the student want to become a teacher at high school from grade 10 to grade 12, they must pass an entrance exam at NIE. So they must graduate a bachelor degree, and they have to continue study 2 more years at NIE to become public high school teachers. So our institute not just for forming a future teacher, but we also have other mission. We Our mission is to promote the 21st century teaching and learning or continuous professional development for Cambodia teachers, education leaders, and researchers, such as inspector, school principal, or mentor course. Like I showed you in the previous slide of the master plan of NIE, we have in level of institute, we have high school, and we have primary school inside. So when I answer to the first question, how my institute approach learning about AI, learning about with I would like to address each individually. So I divide into the level of into 3 categories. The first is institute itself, which contain the level of master degree. As you can see in the slide, we have bachelor degree +2, and they will become high school teachers. We have a master degree, we have master of education, master of French teaching methodology, and other course. And when they graduate these 2 levels, they can continue doctoral degree, doctor of education. And of course, we have another training program, like I said earlier. We have inspector or principal and mentor courses. So another level of education is application high school. So in application high school, or we can some country may be called practice high school. So at this level, we have lower secondary school and upper secondary school. And for application primary school or practice primary school, we have modern classes and normal class. So modern class is the like the paid class. We have to pay money, and for the normal class, it's free of charge. Now, I can answer to the first question of our project. How does your institution approach learning about AI and learning about with AI? So please note that this figure that I designed, it's not represent the entire survey or entire or official study or the as you as you know that in Cambodia, before we want to do a official survey or within the institution itself, we must have permission from our higher leader. In my case, I must make a permission form that approved by a school principal, but I don't have time to do that. So I use my connection, I use my observation, my relationship with the colleague. So I ask them unofficially. So I hope that next time I will use the official way to do this survey to get the answer. So for approaching the AI in my institute, I divide into three category also for the institute. I asked my colleague that work at the research department. I asked him few question. How do you know AI? Do you use AI in your work? Or and the answer I got from him is that he said, "Oh, I know AI. Sometimes I use AI for like brainstorming idea to answer questions that I don't understand. So I use AI to help me. And for the research, he used AI also for like Scribble. He used website Scribble to generate reference. He upload the title of the article and they generate reference automatically. And also he used AI for data transcription, like convert voice to text. And he used Google Collaboratory, uh, and he also used voice to text in it just like plug in the Google Docs, a plugin that we use in Google Doc that we can speak and it transform the voice to text. So it's new for me also that I just know the function. For education department, we approach AI by um, for example, myself, I use Canva to design this slide. So I think it may be considered as AI tool also. So for me, I use AI to design slide, design poster. Sometimes I use ChatGPT for not for my work, but sometimes for my personal use. So, but for other office, I got no response, and some of them they are old, they don't use modern technology anymore. I also ask some teacher trainer, or we call say in here we call instructor. They use AI in their teaching. Sometimes they use AI to generate um, because generate question quiz like quizzes. They use quizzes. They use Canva for their slide also, and they use like image generator AI to generate image that they want to put into the slide. And go next to the application high school. I asked my friend over there and asked some student. The answer is that they don't use AI in high school, because at high school, I can combine these two schools together, high school and primary school. In my institute, the student cannot use phone during their class. Uh, they're not allowed to use the phone, because sometimes teacher cannot control a class with many students. Sometimes they use phone during study, they don't use for research, so they ban school. Not they ban schools, I'm sorry, they ban using phone at school, so they don't use AI to study. um so I move to the next question. Which specific aspect of AI do you consider most crucial to address in teacher education at this moment? Uh, in my context, I I don't talk about the AI in teacher education in the world, but I just refer to only my context. I think I don't know if it is right or wrong, but for my context at this moment right now, it's not a it's the most important aspect is understanding AI for effective integration in the teaching. I think if the teacher or teacher trainer or instructor in my institute, they know more about how AI work, what is the importance of using AI, they will uh, try to use it for their education, for their teaching. They will use it more and more. So the most important aspect right now is to introduce AI to them, to let them know what is AI, what is the importance of AI, what tool can they use for teaching, what benefit they can get from AI. So this is the most important, I think, for my personal view. I think it is the most important thing right now for my teacher or my colleague. And after they know how AI work, what the importance of AI, they will start using it. And then it becomes the stage two. It's trial and error, which they learn from their mistake. When they start to use it, they will face the problem and they will learn from it. So but the last one is we talk about the ethical consideration. When they know how to use it, when they try to use it and they find the problem, I think the last part is ethical consideration and bias. But I think it is not as much as important as the previous two point. It is optional, and I think if the two the previous 2 point, it is most important right now for me, but the third one is optional, but I just include in the slide so to make sure that they think a little bit about ethical consideration. And for my part is finished, so I let my colleague Sinojun to share her opinion on the question number 2.
Thank you, Madi, for your presentation. I would say sorry if you heard a loud noise from here because my office is close to the building that under construction. Do you hear my voice clearly? Okay, thank you. So, talking about the aspect about the AI in education, like my colleague already presented, um, about our view to the AI. Like we are not the teacher or lecturer who train the teacher trainee, but we are officer. But this is our point of our view um to see about the AI. We're talking about the personalized learning. So, as the educator or teacher, need to know about the strength, weakness, learning style, which means that some tool allow teacher to do the strength, weakness. Teacher themselves also reflect to this and also apply or implement to the student also. Strength with allow teacher or student to know that what they are good at and what they are really successfully easily, and the weakness to see the area that they will be improve more. And talking about the learning style, so as the student in the classroom, the teacher may face the challenge with the differentiate of the learning style of the student. So it is for easy for teacher that know about the learning style of the student. Another thing is talking about the virtual assistant and chatbot. Some teacher or educators think that when the student using ChatGPT or Gemini, maybe I mean that when they go to the technology or using ChatGPT, maybe they are going to check on the exact or assignment. Do you think so? As we are educator in 21st century, I think that um, this is the good idea that allows students to use the virtual assistant or chatbot, because this is that can shaping their idea to see the world, to see the future with the AI. And this is as an educator, you need to transform or train them to be the young learner and be ready to get ready from the transforming or working related to the AI. And another thing is about the adaptive learning platform. This is the way that um, computer algorithm integrate with work with the AI. So I think that based on the learning platform, maybe educator or teacher maybe face a lot with this. Based on our own context, some teacher they not explore much about the learning platform or another platform that help you or help teacher plan the task, design the task, design the material for the learning. And another thing is in order to I mean that bring them to the digital world, I can say digital world. So they need to think about the language. So in our context, not all for the teacher have the ability about the English or language proficiency. I can say that language barrier. So this is the most challenge that cannot make them to do the research more, or sometimes they cannot understand about the language. They can read a little bit, but they cannot understand deeply about the language when they do research. Because in Cambodia, sometimes we can be difficult to find the material about the Khmer language. But if you want to do research more or deep learning research or anything, you need to do in English or another language. So this is the barrier for us to find out more about the AI. Um, this is not end for us, but I hope that we can learn from all lecturer, professor, and another educator to shape, to collect the idea for our teacher in our institute. And we hope that we can spread this idea to our trainer or instructor in here. Uh, Mostly, if possible, we want to propose a workshop or like a training to um, talking about the how important about the AI if possible. So that's why I want to learn more about this. And thank you for all of you listening for our episode today. If you have any question, yeah, you can raise it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sinod and Mardi, for giving us a very broad overview of the National Institute of Education in Cambodia, as well as your views on different aspects of AI that are crucial for teacher education, and your institution's view on AI as well. So let's now stop here for a quick question and answer session. So we already reached out to the first group of presenters last week to invite them to be the responders for today. So I see that here we have Nahid and Sirin. So would you like to ask your questions first? Then we can take more questions from the rest of the participants.
Thank you very much for your presentation. I am Sirin from Thailand. Actually, I would like to ask, as you are under the Ministry of Education in Cambodia, I would like to know the context of and the policy, like, is there any policy to support the university to use AI tools in education there? The situation, I mean, policy maker, do they support or do they have like any resources, funding for you to conduct research?
Thank you, Sirin. Marty and Sino?
Thank you, Sirin, for your question. And you asked about policy, the policy of Ministry of Education to support university to use AI. For my contact, I can say that my institute can include it in like the same level of university. So I can say in my institute, we for Ministry of Education, they don't have the policy to support AI right now, but we are in the level of like digital literacy, which we include the in computer literacy to all the teacher training center in Cambodia. It is a must subject. It's a common subject for all the teacher trainer. Now they have to learn how to use Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and some design tool to help create like tool for their teaching. It's not on the level of AI right now because, as you know, in some institute, in some province, they don't have uh, a stable internet connection. So how can they use AI in their teaching? So for the policy that I see is right now, no, but just only the level of digital literacy. So Sinod, can you add something if you know something?
Okay, thank you, Sri, for your question. So I will add more about this. Talking about policy, as Marie mentioned, so we don't have any policy to allow or support about the AI in the teaching program. But teacher themselves, they use, but not most of the teacher here that they use AI. Just the teacher who teaching at information technology that they have the capacity or ability to use it. But another one is just in form of like they use Google Classroom to create the virtual classroom, something like that. So another thing is we don't have any yet.
Thank you very much. Yes, the digital literacy is also very important. Yes, thank you.
Nahid?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, Marty and Simart, for your presentation. I would say we have similar context between your country and our country, and also, I mean,
I'm sorry to
vouchering.
interrupt, but I didn't hear you well. I don't hear you well.
Oh, now can you hear me? Am I audible?
Oh, okay.
Have
Maybe
the
you can
similar
keep,
context. I mean, from
yeah.
your presentation, I came to know that we have the similar context and the similar challenges we are facing in our country. And as you have mentioned that your teacher trainer and the teachers are not very much aware of the learning about AI, so it's not possible for you to implement learning with AI. So if as a national institution, may I know your opinion? I mean, think about the curriculum, teacher training curriculum, and also program that you have. Is learning about AI introduced in any of the curriculums? This is one question that I'd like to ask you. And the second question is that in our country also, students are not allowed to use mobile phone or any digital device in the classroom. But as we all know that self-directed learning is very important. I mean, learner's autonomy that will direct the student to gather knowledge or learn beyond the classroom. So is it possible for you to just make the student aware that, okay, in the classroom it's not possible, but outside you can get some help from the AI to study more and to learn more, right? So these are the two questions to you.
Thank you, Nahid. Mardi, did you get all two questions, or shall I summarize it for you? Did you hear him well?
Maybe I can answer the two
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
So thank you, Nahid, for your good question. Are you from Bangladesh, right?
Bangladesh, right?
Okay, so we have the similar education. I would like to answer for the first question. You talk about the curriculum related to learning about AI. Is it included in the curriculum? Of course, no, for right now. I work in education department. We don't have a curriculum that relate to learning about AI. But I just said earlier, we only have the digital literacy. We focus on creating tool for teaching, something like that. Not. And so for even in for the computer engineering class, they learn only for like coding, like code block or a script that because they will become a teacher at high school, so they don't need have a higher knowledge other than creating tool for teaching. So I can say that 100% no curriculum related to learning about AI. That is my first question. And for the second question, you asked about when at school they don't use phone. So but beyond school, uh, they use phone for the research. Of course, students they're good at using phone, but the problem is the school, the teacher, they cannot control how control how the student use phone for. Sometimes if they have internet connection, they use for chat with each other. They use for playing game. That's why our ministry have like official letter to all the school across the country to like we have the regulation to control how the student use. But the school principal at high school, they have no method to solve the problem. They don't know how to control the use of phone at school. So some school they ban from bringing phone to school. But of course, they can do the research after they get home. They can do the assignment using phone, to use AI or something like that. Because kids nowadays they are very clever at technology. So I think this answer can respond to your question. If it's not okay, you can ask me again. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Nahid. So hopefully, after this project, when you participate either in a project or you propose a project, hopefully after this, you can take one result that of ministry officials or your colleagues at the National Institute of Education in Cambodia think about introducing learning about AI in teacher education curriculum, as well as for teacher trainers as well. With this, today we are closing the session. However, I will again go back to sharing some practical details. And I also want to highlight that Mardi and Sinod got a bit lucky today. They had the luxury of time. but we will again go back to the rapid round of 10-minute presentation, 5-minute question and answer again from next week. So thank you so much, Mardi. Thank you so much, Sinod, for preparing your presentation, and then and also for responding to the questions as well. Let me quickly share my screen again. Hopefully you can see my screen now. So I saw that some colleagues joined a bit later. So that's to help you understand the session schedules better. I'm going again from the beginning. Very briefly, I will not repeat every name. Here are the sessions for next one. So round 3, 4, and 5. So for round 3, you have colleagues from China, Vietnam, and Hungary. So please prepare your presentation for Friday, 21st of June. And for round 4, we have colleagues from Myanmar, Philippines, one colleague from Singapore, and Malta. So please prepare your presentations for Friday, 28th of June. And then for round 5, we have colleagues from mostly from Singapore, National Institute of Education, and also from Cyprus. Please prepare your presentation for 5th of July. And then the last round will be from Australia, Korea, and United Kingdom. So please prepare your presentation for Friday, 12th of July. If you have any conflict with your schedule, or if you cannot present, please let us know well in advance so that we can sort out, we can find a plan to see how we can integrate it better. With that, again, some of those colleagues who joined a bit later, there is a sign-up sheet to be responder. What are the responders? Basically, you are taking a role to react and respond to a presentation so that we have better peer-to-peer engagement and also better sharing of knowledge and the status of AI and education in your country with everyone. And we updated the second question a little bit. We made it broader. Instead of AI literacy, we are keeping it within AI. So which specific aspects of AI do you consider most crucial to address in teacher education at this moment? So these are some of the recap. We are excited, and hopefully we will have a great round of presentations for 21st of June, Friday, for the 3rd round. And for this, we have colleagues from China, Vietnam, and Hungary. So thank you so much for making time to join today's session. And thank you to Sinod and Mardi again for making time to present your views today. And we will see you during next week's presentation for round 3. Thank you so much.